We've dealt a little bit with tension, dealt with mapping your pelvis, and we're going to talk a little bit about breathing. There were several breathing systems already developed when Birthing Better skills started. The Lamaze breathing and the Bradley method in the US and Grantley Dick Reed in New Zealand, where our trust is now. Those breathing methods did work for some people quite well, but for a lot of people they didn't work. The idea that you breathe slow and regularly was fine as long as women didn't feel a lot of pain. And for those women who found labor contractions really painful, they couldn't breathe that way, and then they felt that they had lost the technique. The Lamaze breathing of was exhausting and unsustainable. The in the nose and out the mouth of Bradley could be relaxing, or women could scream, ah, or moan, ah. So that wasn't adaptable either. Birthing Better families that developed the breathing, we had to find the 4 variations: in the nose, out the nose, in the nose, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose, and in and out the mouth. We all have the capacity as humans to breathe those 4 ways. We breathe more frequently in and out the nose. We breathe the next most frequent in the nose and out the mouth. We'll sometimes breathe in the mouth and out the nose. That's rarer because that occurs, for instance, if you jump into cold water, you go, but that's not how we regularly would breathe. It's a shock breathing. And we do also breathe in and out the mouth, particularly under high exercise. Labor is called labor because it's hard work and it can be very painful. And so women's verbal response, their breathing, changes dramatically if they labor. And if they feel anxious, if they're going to have a cesarean, their breathing also changes. When we feel pain, our breathing changes. When we feel pain that varies a lot, our breathing will change as the pain varies. And contractions do that. They start, they go up, they peak, they go down, and they stop, which means our breathing has to be adjustable to the situation and to the 5 phases of contraction. Breathing also has to be adaptable. If we have relatively manageable contractions and then suddenly they become very intense, we have to be able to adapt our breathing. And our breathing also has to be sustainable. That means that we have to have skills that can sustain us as we adjust and as we adapt them to our circumstances. And that's where the basis of the Birthing Better breathing skills come from, is those 3 criteria. We had to be able to adjust, they had to be adaptable, and they had to be sustainable, which means that you have to find the best breathing patterns for yourself. And you also have to find those breathing patterns that are going to indicate to your partner or other when you're sounding out of control, stressed, overwhelmed, or not coping. And this isn't hard to do. You just need to go through how you breathe in those 4 ways and find the variations that help you to relax and share those with your partner or other. And then they have to be able to model that breathing for you. So for instance, if you find that you can best relax by breathing in your nose and out your mouth with a slack jaw, and they see you start to go, then they can model. And you'll remember to do that with them, because often the sensations in birth change moment to moment. So when we struggle for a second, we can gain it back the next second. If you like breathing in and out your nose, which we do most of the time, you may find that you do that best with a slight variation. That's okay. And the next breath may be in your nose and out your mouth. And that's fine. And the next breath may be stronger, but still in the nose and out your mouth. That's fine, as long as you feel and you sound as though you're in control. And that's different from doing this. Honestly, people who hear that can tell the difference. So you want your partner to have the modeling skills to help you gain your control back. So please go over the ebook that we've included. And that will help you go through some exercises as well.